What's up everybody, welcome back to Exploring Attractions. Today brings us to Universal Studios Hollywood because there are some very big updates around the park, including the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster. But first, we're kicking things off over here in the parking garage. And we're talking about the Jurassic parking structure because there is a whole big project going on. There's been a lot of rumors talking about the future of Universal Studios Hollywood as a whole. And recently construction has started in the flat lot. There's been construction walls up, lots of demolition going on. You can see they're removing a lot of the trees and everything. But what exactly are they doing with this location? Well, lots of the rumors have suggested that a new hotel, a Universal themed hotel, could be going here. And obviously that would make sense because of all the changes that they're doing with City Walk and everything. However, you can tell that there's definitely active work going on. And it's definitely not for something small. But with that quick update on the parking structure area, let's get back into the park. Yes, just another cold morning here at City Walk. The ever-changing City Walk recently as well. Last time I was here, it was extremely windy. My hair was a mess. Today, it's not windy, just freezing cold. So we do have a lot to talk about today. Not a lot that we'll cover in this video because we're filming a separate video about Universal Fan Fest and Nights. It's going to be its own dedicated video because tickets are now on sale, so make sure you're subscribed with those bell notifications on to see that video. It's a really interesting event. Today, it's all park updates, Fast and Furious, and other projects across the park. And now I'm always really excited to see the updates with Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. However, I'm exceptionally excited today because there is a big piece of track that we have been teasing every single video. Every time we come here, like, oh, once they put that up, it's gonna be insane. And you know what, without delaying it, let's go check it out because I've seen photos of it already and I can only imagine how it looks like in person. And as we turn the corner, you can already get a glimpse of what I'm talking about right now. This track that has now gone over the Starway. Oh my goodness. This is incredible. This is next level stuff right here. I've been waiting for them to put this piece of track above the Starway for the longest time, and now seeing it, it's like, wow. Look at that, y'all. That is, imagine a coaster flying over. That's absolutely insane. I cannot wait to see what they do with this. Wow. I'm speechless right now, really. So this is it from the upper portion. Obviously, once we go down, I'm sure it's going to look a lot different, but you can see just the rest of the track and how much work they have gotten done with the rest of the track and all the work on the station and the maintenance building and everything. But then you look right above and you look from the corner of the stairs and see how that's looping over. We're gonna go hop on the Starway right now just to see how it looks. Yeah, this is gonna make for an amazing like photo opportunity and video opportunity underneath the Starway, seeing the coaster fly right over you when everyone's getting supercharged. I cannot describe how absolutely crazy this looks in person right now. Like, you're so close to the track up there and then you come down here and you're like, wow, that's tall. This is incredible. I think it's even more impressive from this side, to be honest. Wow. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, y'all, but I'm allowed to have those feelings because this is something that we've never seen before at a Universal theme park, at least here in California. So I feel like, yeah, I've definitely been like, okay, this is real. Like, we're actually getting a large-scale coaster here, but now that they've added this track piece, it definitely feels real. Like, it feels a different level of real. Yeah, the details go on the facade and everything, but this is a different type of excitement and hype right now. Yo, I cannot wait for this thing to open. Once they start testing this, like, everyone's gonna be going crazy for them testing this. It's gonna look so freaking cool when it's testing, and I don't think people are ready for the amount of like excitement and the amount of fun to be had on this coaster. It's a nice tame morning here in the lower lot. I wonder if it's still going to be the same in Super Nintendo World. I think Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge is down right now, so whether that affects the crowds or not. But yeah, look at this. I love park days like this where I have so much freaking walking room. Imagine if like HHN looked like this, that would be nuts. Also, I don't think they'd be very profitable though. So I popped here into Super Nintendo World and I just wanted to say that the Thwomp it hasn't been working. The last couple visits that I've been here, it's just been stagnant. Like, it hasn't been moving. It usually drops down with smoke coming out. And yeah, Mario Kart is still closed right now. However, it really doesn't affect the crowds too much because that queue eats up a lot of the crowds. Nintendo World right now is actually pretty bearable to walk through. Usually it's shoulder to shoulder, but right now it's not that bad. I think overall today is a good day, which is strange because when I was coming through security, the lines were backed up like crazy. So I was expecting a really busy day here. So kind of jumping all over the place right now. I kind of want to sit back, take a break, and talk to you guys a little bit about the whole City Walk situation, what's going on with it, exactly what can we expect. Now, I talked a lot about, like, I feel like Universal is getting ready for some big expansion. I don't think it's gonna be a park expansion, but I definitely think it's gonna be like some form of, like, I don't know, City Walk expansion, or obviously there's a big rumor, and remember, these are just rumors about the hotel, but obviously lots of stuff has been closing with City Walk. iFly closed, there's a Popcornopolis store that closed, there's brand new stuff opening like Insomnia Cookies, and I definitely think with the confirmation now of the construction starting in that parking lot, but I do think that City Walk will be getting some form of a renovation or uplift. And I think that's really important because, well, yes, there's a lot of stuff going on in the park, and, well, yes, lots of theme park fans want expansion in the park. What's outside of the park and what's near the park is just as important. I mean, you have places like Downtown Disney District, you have places like Disney Springs, Florida. Obviously, the City Walk over in Florida at Universal Orlando is way bigger than the one here in Hollywood. And they're all very successful as far as people visiting them. And I think that's what Hollywood's kind of trying to do. Like I said, this is all just speculation and everything, but I think that it's really going to benefit the park as a whole. It's going to bring in a lot more money if they are going that route. And it'll make it more enjoyable just for the locals who haven't visited the park before, maybe to be eating or getting a drink at City Walk, to be like, you know what, let's go inside the park and let's spend the money there. And then that just helps the park with new big projects like the giant Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift Coaster. I don't know, that's just my thoughts on it. I want to know what you guys think about the whole City Walk thing that's happening, about the closures. Like, what do you think it is? I'm interested to see all of your guys' thoughts on it, but that's just my speculation. I never really realized it, but standing where I'm at right now on the upper deck of the Jurassic Cafe, you can get a glimpse of the supports that are right in front of the Hilton Hotel that stretch in front of Bob Dominion or Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. So a nice little view right here of the construction for the coaster as well. Hill. That's all. Lots of advertising for Dog Man, the latest DreamWorks movie that's coming out on the 31st, which is literally this weekend. But over in Florida, they actually have a Dog Man meet and greet. And let me just tell y'all, from the pictures I've seen, it looks terrifying and really cool at the same time. But yeah, this movie, the new DreamWorks movie, comes out on the 31st of January. But I thought that was pretty interesting that they brought him to life in, of course, the DreamWorks land over at Universal Studios Florida. Which there's a wicked cool meet and greet that's going to be happening soon here in Hollywood as well. Doesn't look like they've done too much changes as far as the detail goes on the main building. But we can probably see more from the overlook over there. But from the Starway, can't really see any new brickwork going on, at least where it's uncovered. I can see a ton where it's covered, but not where it's uncovered at. Now it looks like the park's taking a little bit longer than expected with bringing down the Whoville decorations and the Whoville Plaza area, but I think that's because they're gonna utilize it for Universal Fan Fest nights. That's the only reason why I would see them taking such a long time with it, is because they're just gonna keep it up behind construction walls and utilize it for the event that kicks off in April. Because there are a lot of like exclusive experiences, which, like I said, I'm gonna plug again. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that video, because it's a big video. We're breaking down tons and tons of the details. You can see very closely there the detail on the front of the building for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. That's really exciting to see. Look at all there on the little holes. Man, that's so freaking cool to see, y'all. I'm loving the zoom feature with this new phone, by the way. I know we were testing it out last time, and I'm really loving it. Look way up there. There's even some more. And it looks like it does surround the whole building, because you can see here on the other side, it's also there as well. And they need to hurry up and uncover this thing so we can see it in its full glory, because that'll be really amazing to see. Now time for my favorite part of the video. When I run through all the water on this cold day. No, my favorite part of the visit, I should say, is coming over here to film all the construction from up above, because this is definitely where you get the best view of all the Fast and Furious coaster stuff. They have recently started putting up this wall right here, and I know it looks like kind of weird, but this is essentially going to be there for a sound barrier, obviously for all the screams and excitement while riding the Hollywood Drift coaster, but that's what they're building right there. It's just a wall to block off all the sounds of the coaster and everything. I guys remember when they were just putting random stuff on top of the former special effects stage and they were testing like coaster screams, and all of us were like, okay, that could be a coaster, but I doubt it. And now here we are seeing them build a freaking coaster on the side of the hill. Good times, but here's a look at one of the inversions going over what looks to be a launch or a brake run. I don't know, just let me know, is this a brake run or is this a launch? I assume it's a launch, but that's going to be a really neat feature too, even just being on the launch and then being on the inversion. Now, I know we talked a lot about, we've been waiting for them to put that track piece above the Starway, but I think the next one's going to be this tall support right here. I'm excited to see when they put the track up for that. That's going to look really insane and intimidating, to say the least. Even more detail though, look at all there, more detail on the building, woo! And then there's just a spot over there that doesn't have all the detail done quite yet. And then we kind of got to look at it already, but there is the support pieces that have been installed down there at the very end. Looks like there's some work. Oh, look, there's still that support sitting there in staging. I think that support's been there for a while now. I assume they'll start to put them up, but definitely not a priority right now as far as down here goes. The main priority is all the track piece closer to the park. Right down here has kind of just been going at its own little pace. It's been getting worked on, but not as fast as the rest of the track pieces. I did tease a little bit earlier, wicked new meet and greet, if you guys remember that, and that's because it's true. There is going to be a wicked new meet and greet. I don't know when, but soon, let's say. Now, the only reason why I know about the wicked meet and greet is because they actually posted auditions for both Glinda and Elphaba meet and greet characters here for Universal Studios Hollywood. They did do a meet and greet like a couple days for media over at Universal Studios Florida, but it looks like they're bringing one to Hollywood. I mean, with auditions being posted, even though the park hasn't like talked about it yet as far as like a press release goes or anything like that, it looks like we're getting a meet and greet for those two characters here, which I'm really excited about. I think that's going to be so cool and such a unique meet and greet, and I definitely think it'll take place at the photo op way over there. This is a little step and repeat photo op that I was talking about that they could use for the meet and greet. I would assume this is the place that they would use it for. Okay, what? This is, love that. I can't even really say anything. I just love that. That is all amazing, incredible. All right, y'all. But that is the end of today's vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed the park updates. Like I said, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on that Universal Fan Fest video. Lots of fun details with that. It was a good day. It was a good cold day, and it was amazing to see that big loop-de-loop go over the Starway. But yeah, I'm excited for the future of Universal, to say the least. They have a lot of stuff as far as Hollywood goes, as far as Horror Unleashed in Vegas goes, and as far as Universal Studios Florida and Epic Universe goes. So I'm excited. We will be out in Florida next week, so I don't know if there will be another Hollywood update, but we will be out in Florida checking out their Mardi Gras event, so make sure you're subscribed and you're following us on all of our social media platforms. But for today's video, my name is Scott. You've been watching Exploring Attractions. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.